want to thank you, to be honest. I don't know what you guys want, but I don't even want to thank you. I want to see some action. I want to come home to a clean kitchen that when I left it clean and you came home, I want you to clean it back up. I want you to take the dog out. I want you to feed the dog. I want you to clean your room. I want you to put your clothes away. And I don't want the eye roll or the huff puff or the come on mom or the for real mom or the tantrum or, all the other stuff. But then, you want to go to your friend's house. You want to go to the movies. You want a new bracelet. You need a new pair of sneakers. You want all this stuff. But what are you doing to get it? And you don't got no job. And you don't want no job because it's going to take up your time and you want to spend your summer with your friends. And oh my God, mom, why are you being so harsh? I'm being harsh because I'm over it. And so one of the things I was also saying is that my patience, like I'm literally I'm losing it. Anybody else losing it? Because I'm losing it. I sometimes look at my 14-year-old and I just picture myself. I'm like, if only I could just shake the common sense into you. Shake the, hey mom, I don't deserve to go to the mall this week because I didn't listen to you. I didn't do my chores. I went to bed. I saw all the dishes in the sink. I know that's my chore, but I still said, you know what? Tonight I'm going to go to bed. I'll do these dishes when I feel like doing these dishes. And then when you say something, oh my goodness, guys, hey, why didn't you do the dishes? Oh my gosh, mom, I was gonna do it. Like, I was gonna do it tomorrow because I was so tired. School was so hard. What was so hard about school? What was so hard about school? You mean while you guys were Snapchatting and on Instagram showing each other writing on a piece of paper or laughing at somebody tripping? That's how hard school was. Oh my goodness, I have a project to do tonight. Okay, guess what? I have a project too. It's called work. I have a project too. It's called kids. It's called dinner. It's called laundry. It's called Uber. And I don't get paid. I need to get paid for all the driving around that I do because I'm losing it. And it just, like I said, it just gets difficult as a parent to not feel appreciated and then to have to do this alone. If you have a partner who takes on the same responsibility as you, the 50-50ness where you're both just exhausted and so tired and you're like, oh, these kids are ruining our lives. No, it's just me, lonesome me, whose kids are ruining her life. It's just me. And it's even harder now, which is, of course, the mistake I made, not having any available friends or family near me. I don't live near my grandmother anymore. I don't live near my mom. I don't live near any friend that I would trust to help me out with my kids. And it's sucky because I'm sitting here freaking alternating shit, leaving work, losing pay because I got to drop this person off, I got to drop that person off, or I just have to pay someone to do it. And it gets hard. It gets lonely, it gets hard, and it gets really frustrating, and you lose your patience, guys. Anybody thinking about having children, I would just get your life in order. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like I said, life isn't perfect. Sometimes, even if you plan your children, it doesn't mean that, you're going to have the perfect parenting and nothing is going to be. And I don't think there's one parent out there who will not agree that some days you're just like, so I chose to have this kid. Some days, and the other days, like I said, all of my kids' accomplishments, I'm extremely proud of. And to me, it does show some effort on my part. It makes me feel good about the fact that, my 14-year-old is an honor student and she gets all A's, and, she's really passionate about school and passionate about doing well. And my older daughter, she's, just very soft, and you can tell that she cares, and she definitely has a sweeter side than her sister, but still, with all that, with getting good grades, or with excelling at cheerleading, excelling at swimming, and, having a plan for the future, knowing what you want to do. All of that is great. But none of that compares to how you treat people, how you treat your parents, how you appreciate what goes on. Because, I try to tell them, I'm not going to always be here, and I definitely see a difference with me. And I'm sure more kids are more like my kids than maybe how I was. But I also saw the struggle my mom went through with my brother. He was not an easy kid. He gave her and my grandmother a lot of hell. I'm sure that was how they always say there's the one kid, especially if you have a lot of children, which one was the one that drove you. And a lot of older parents, when I was at one of my old jobs, when I used to talk to my coworkers and they were older than me, they had kids either my age or close to my age. I would ask them and they'd be like, and they had like maybe 3 or 4 children. They'd be like, yeah, so and so was the one who, I really said to myself, like, oh my goodness, I chose this, the one that maybe, got in trouble, maybe got arrested, maybe dated the losers, stole the car kind of thing. Like, there's always one. And so my brother was that one, and I saw how much stress he put on my mother and my grandmother. And I didn't want that. I didn't want to add to the stress to them. And of course, other things came of that, because then I started feeling like I wasn't important, and that's a whole nother, thing. But what I'm saying is I just appreciated what they did do, and I saw the hard work, and it just made me want to do more at home, more for my mom. And this is all I would like for my kids. I would like them to see that. I would like them to sit back and say, dang, my mom does so much. The least I could do is fold my own clothes. The least I could do is take the dog out. The least I could do is not talk back and roll my eyes and take a deep breath, right? That's the least they could do. Nope. Instead, they say, who cares what our moms and our dads go through? Who cares that, my mom does all the work and my dad can come and go and have more children and move and jump and leave. And, it's just my mom. Who cares about that, right? Well, whatever. So that's my rant for today, guys. Parenting and how hard it is and how stressful it can be. And it has its ups, guys. It has its ups. It's the joy. I do not regret my children. I love them very, very much. And definitely times like this when I feel alone, I am happy that when I come home that they're happy to see me and they're happy to be in my presence. And that's always good. But they could still be a little bit more helpful around the house. I'm just keeping it real. So does anybody else have this experience? Does anybody else feel like their kids are just a bunch of ungrateful human beings that think that the money and the food and the bed and the roof and the air and all that stuff just appears? It's just whoop, it's here. No one brought it here. No one's paying for it. It's just there. Let me know. Give me your feedback. And let me know also how you deal with your kids. What about punishment? They're older now. Ain't nobody getting a spanking at this age. But, I take away the phone. I pause the Wi-Fi. You can't go to the movies. No allowance this week. And then it's, of course, threats on top of threats that don't even get followed through. So what do you guys do as far as punishment, as far as chores? Do your kids have chores? What do you do payment wise? I'm only with $5. That's all you get from me, okay? Let me know. Let me know some advice. Maybe you got something to help out. Anybody with teenage daughters? Maybe you want to swap. Maybe you want to swap a kid. Let me know. Maybe it could happen. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today to the Lene Show. I appreciate you guys listening to my parent rant. And, leave a comment and let me know what you think. Until next time, stay blessed, guys.